The next thing we want to talk about are WordPress style links versus ReaderLinks styled links. So the primary difference is, first off, in order to even see this dropdown that says WordPress versus ReaderLinks style, you would have to install the WordPress plugin, the AHS WordPress plugin, which you can find on the settings option. And you'll see right here, it says ReaderLinks WordPress plugin. This is because this is our ReaderLinks section of the AHS tool. So it's called ReaderLinks WordPress plugin. You have to go through this and install it. That would be a different video. And then you would configure it. Additional configurations would be under your pen name settings. Okay. After you've done that and you come back to one of your book pages and you go to the links tab, you'll see show WordPress style links or ReaderLinks style links. So here's a WordPress style link. So it's got my actual, johnplogson.com, and then I put it under a page I called L, and then it automatically fills in the values after that. So this is basically a vanity play. This is good for, maybe putting on my website or putting in the back of my newsletter, that kind of thing. However, what you don't want to do is put this in your Facebook ads. And the reason for that is because WordPress sites take a long time to load. And a WordPress site has to load completely before it does anything, which means if you have, 5 plugins, it's got to load all 5 of those. If you have 20 plugins, it's got to load all 20 of those before it actually does anything. So if you go to your own website and you click on it, count how long it takes for that whole page to load, completely load. And if it's, 1 second, great. If it's 5 seconds, that's not good, because what that means is it's going to load the entire page. Then it's going to contact the author helper suite and say, hey, I got this number 1232850, from this particular author, and this person is in the UK that clicked it. What do I do? And so that then contacts our server. So your WordPress site contacts our server and asks, where should I send this person? We then return to them, oh, that's a UK Amazon store. It's for the book page, and here's the ASIN. Here's the entire link for you, and it also adds 1 to the total clicks for on our service. And then the WordPress site, your WordPress site, will then redirect over to Amazon. That's a pretty slow process. If your page loads in 1 second, the whole process is going to take less than 1.5 seconds. It's very quick. Once it requests it from us, we respond really fast. However, it still has to load that whole WordPress page. And Facebook does punish you for long loading sites. And what that basically means is, until they, when you set up your ad and you set up your link and so on, the first thing they're doing is they're running to the back there and going, how far does this go out? Where do I end up landing? And so they go to your site. They have like a bot that goes to your site. It goes through the whole process, and then they finally end up on the UK site or the US site, whatever. And they basically calculate that and said, oh, that took 6 seconds to actually get to that final destination. And once it got to that final destination, it now says, I have statistics to tell me what people are actually going to click on this link. Who should I serve this link to? Who's going to get the impression for this link? So you don't want to do that, because you're limiting your impressions based on Facebook's rules. So instead, what I personally use, and I use these ReaderLinks links for everything. I don't even use my WordPress links at all anymore. I have legacy links out there, so I still have to have it. But for anything new, I don't bother. I only use these because ReaderLinks links, they fire off in like less than 1 second. Which means I'm maximizing my impressions on Facebook for this. And that's the best thing that I can do, because the more impressions obviously I can get, the more likely I am to have conversions as well, assuming I'm targeting correctly. But that's a totally different topic. So yeah, the long and short of it is, if at all possible, just stick with the ReaderLinks links. They're super fast. They get you to the destination the exact same way as the WordPress ones do, except for they don't have to first load your entire WordPress site and then go to the destination. They just immediately hit our system and redirect instantly over to the destination that you needed to go to. So Amazon.com, Amazon.co.uk, Australia, etc. So that's why we highly recommend that you utilize these links as opposed to going with the WordPress style. Again, though, there could be some reasons why you want to do this. Maybe just for visibility's sake on a tweet, for example, or in your newsletter, you might feel that it's just more comfortable for people to click on that. But anything that is timely, that has to be there fast, you definitely want to avoid using the WordPress style links if you can.